Forearms. Well, I mean, I only have two, but we're talking about... Hold on to stuff. First off, I just want to talk about how our hands work in relation to our forearms. We've got two muscle groups that do different things. This is a weird hand motion and my wrist keeps clicking. We've got our extensors, which are on the back of our hand that open up our hand. We also have our flexors, which flex our hand inwards, which strengthen everything on that way. Just as a little easier way to think about it as well, if we've got biceps, flex inwards, triceps extends, flexors, flex inwards, extensors extend. What we've got on our table today, or our plyometric box technically, is some gymnastics grips, our liquid chalk, our powdered chalk. We've got, I don't know what to really call this. Made it DIY, it's super simple to make, it's a fun one, it'll hurt, it burns everything up. We've got deadlift straps, we've also got our fat grip dumbbells, which we've talked about in our dumbbells video before. This is what we're gonna cover today. Not just in regards with kit, but also how we use our hands. We're gonna talk about some positions, mixed grip, hook grip, different bar holding positions to change and help with building your strength. Starting from your left, which is my right, so I'm gonna get this wrong, our gymnastics grips. I use these for CrossFit, I use these for gymnastics movements, I use these so that I don't rip up my hands. They help your grip. They don't really make your grip that much stronger, it just means you don't have to have as much endurance. As you can see me using these here in an exercise called toes to bar, I'm having to use a kip to be able to get my legs up to the bar. And I'm wearing these grips because it helps with that pain that you can feel on the bar. We're gonna go a little bit closer at the hands and really show how I set up that grip. We're getting our hand over the bar to the point where there's quite a lot of material that's overlapping on the actual pull-up bar. We pull that backwards and get tension into the leather. So if we're here, that bar is obviously, it's coming over the bar. As we pull down, this handle is gonna be, not handle, but wrist strap, is gonna be pulling on your wrist and therefore taking a lot of the actual hand flexion out of it. It's not strengthening your grip, but I have clients who sometimes holding a bar is super painful for their fingers, for their calluses. Now, let's talk a little bit about calluses. When you build and put pressure on your hand where it's pulling your skin towards your knuckle joints, it can really squeeze your flesh and you start building calluses. It's a way for our body to protect from getting just ripped apart and destroyed. It's meant to strengthen your hand over time. If you're a rock climber or if you use weights a lot, you'll know about them. I have some tape that can always tape up and look after that. Oh, I have tape. Tape's great for wrapping around any injuries you might get on your grip or on your hands in general, because hand care is super important. Make sure you look after your hands. Something that is slightly more to make you stronger and build on your forearm grip is this. This is evil. I don't know, it's literally probably one of the most evil things we have in the gym. So, what you do is you drill a hole through one side of the pipe. If it's a bit of wood, you would drill it all the way through, but luckily this is hollow in the middle. I fed the string through, down the bottom, and then made a knot just so it stays on. Then what you do as the exercise, which we're gonna show here, as you roll up the cord with the weight attached to the bottom with your forearms, it slowly builds up the pump in your arms. You can train your flexors by having the string in front of you, well, facing you, not away, but towards, and rolling your hand forwards with the weight, so that you're flexing your flexors. If you wanted to work your extensors with the weight at the bottom, you have to roll it down, you want it to be the opposite way around. You have the string away from you and you grab forwards and pull it backwards. That works your extensors, which can help a lot of carpal tunnel and other issues that you can get in your forearms as well. The one thing that's great about that, it feels like climbing up to the top of a whole rock climbing wall, and you can add more weight. So it means that you can have progressive overload with your grip. Progressive overload, we've discussed before, but it's where you're slowly adding extra weight over a period of time until you get stronger and stronger and stronger. Thinking about something that still, again, helps your grip is deadlift straps. You can use deadlift straps for lots of different exercises, and you have to be really careful. You want to be practiced in it. So we're going to show you how to start off now, use a lighter weight, and again, with anything we ever do, think about your limitations first. Try things and ease into them if it's brand new. As we set up for our deadlift with our deadlift straps, we've got the straps in our hands, on our wrists, in this position, because it has to come across your hand over between your thumb and your index finger. That is how you know that they're facing the right direction. When we then deadlift, we wrap underneath, we fold it around the bar and get it really tight, almost to a point where our wrist is solidly up against the bar, and then we grab that strap. The issue is then doing the other hand without two hands. With your right hand, you have to practice this quite a bit. Getting that strap underneath, wrapping it round with just one hand and fingers, pulling it tight, and then you're ready to deadlift, bent over row, upright row, sumo deadlift high pull, any of those kind of movements. The thing that this does is take your grip out of it. It's not really enabling you to get a stronger grip, but you can use heavier weights, so it means you can train the rest of your body without worrying about your grip. I have a general ethos of most of the time I don't use this, unless if I'm going for something really heavy or I'm trying to save my grip for something later on. If I know that I'm going to be doing grip training, then why would I specifically use them now for a deadlift when tomorrow is a really heavy on pull-ups, rock climbing day where I know my grip's going to be completely knackered. Don't want to ruin it the day before and then go to the thing, go, oh, I'm ready, oh no, I can't use my hands. Anyway, chalk. Talking about chalk, we have two different bits of chalk. This I use for my lifting and powerlifting and gymnastics-ish. And this I use for my rock climbing. Oh, the mystical dust coming off. This liquid chalk, you pour on, you rub it in your hands, and you let it dry. And it dries like this. It dries quite quickly. It's nice and solid, and it lasts for a really long time. You apply this, that's the amount that's going to stay on there, and it's really tough to measure how much you have. If you just want to be slathered in chalk, you get that grip, great. Whereas the powder can kind of rub off a little bit quicker. You have to reapply a bit more often, but you're not using as much to start off with, and it's a different feel. You can choose how much you put on or how much you take off. Whenever I'm powerlifting or doing Olympic weightlifting and I want some chalk because of grip, these two help with grip, but it's only a little bit. It's not a drastic amount. One thing that I need to say as a big disclaimer, which I see too often, is people keep putting chalk on the barbell. Don't put chalk on your barbell. The reason you have all the cross hatchings on the bar is because that is the grip. If you put chalk into that, it now smooths the bar out and it is tougher to hold on to. Stop putting chalk on your barbell, thank you very much. Fat grip dumbbells, we have talked about them before, but our fat grip dumbbell, it's slightly bigger than you would have a normal dumbbell, so therefore your hand is in a different position. Because it's in a different position, it's having to flex, it's working harder, it's not able to hold on as tight. If technically it was a bar that big, and you had to grip it like that, think about the amount of power you'd have to do to hold on to that, instead of like a really tiny, nice little, small, tight position. To conclude, you want to train your grip more often than relying on the things to just help it. So I use these sparingly, unless if I'm doing a gymnastics movement, I use these sparingly. I wouldn't use these all the time, again, unless if I'm going for a big lift or while I'm rock climbing, so it's specific to that sport. And using these bits of kit, our roller and our fat grip dumbbells, just start adding them into your routine. Safety and considerations. Ripping your calluses, use these. This is the safety. This is the consideration. This helps your calluses, right? Don't rip your hands apart. Make sure they're nice and strong first. This whole video is about making your hands safer and stronger. If you enjoyed this video, go and share it. Give it to someone who needs a stronger hand. They can high five you really strong. High five, they can do the Arnold Schwarzenegger bicep, like, oh yeah thing. You know, throw the meme in now. Oh yeah